I'm Brandon Sanderson, the #1 New York Times bestselling author of the Stormlight Archives, the Wheel of Time, and the Mistborn series, and I am here to talk to you about why you should read The Way of Kings, first book of the Stormlight Archives.
If you want giant epics, if you want a large cast of characters, if you want to be able to follow people through many years and get to know a lot about them, their pains, their sorrows, their loves, their joys, their moments of great exultation and great despair, Stormlight Archive is for you. The world of Roshar this takes place on is a world that is hit by an incredibly powerful hurricane every few days. Imagine living on a world where you have to adapt to the fact that a magically powered, intense hurricane is going to hit you every 5 days. All of the world's ecology has to deal with this. Plants have evolved so that they actually retract parts of themselves on the coming of a storm and brace themselves. Grass pulls into holes in the ground. Animals have to learn to survive the storms somehow. Everyone does, and humankind has to as well. They have to live in cities that are developed and built to resist the storms. They have to build and plan their travel around when storms are going to arrive. Entire branches of science exist trying to guess when the next storm is going to happen, so as few people as possible will be caught outside when they come. This is world building on a grand scale. The core story is about a young man named Kaladin. Kaladin was trained as a surgeon by his father, but then gets drafted into this war and finds that he's really good at killing people. And his story is one where he is, because of certain events, made a slave, sent to war to die, and has to navigate both his desire to protect people as a surgeon and his skill with weapons and the spear, while at the same time taking a group of people who are at their lowest low, that are thrown away and cast off by society, sent to die, and trying to somehow find a way to inspire them. I think this is my best work. It's probably the main reason why you should start with it. This is the book series I began developing when I was a young man, long before I even knew that I wanted to try to become a professional novelist. It is the book that I wrote when I had gained all of the experience of writing a bunch of practice novels, and I said, what am I gonna write if nothing else were a consideration? What would I write if I didn't have to worry about selling it, if I didn't have to worry about length, if I just wanted to write the book of my heart? That book that I wrote was The Way of Kings. So if you want to try out The Way of Kings, then we've posted the first fifth of the book, about 20%. In the description, there's a text version you can read, or you can click next in the playlist and you can actually just get the audiobook version of it. Or if this doesn't sound like the sort of thing you want to jump into, if you don't want to go into the 1,000-page giant war epic first, try some of the other videos of books that I've written where I'll tell you why you should start with those instead.